Hello everyone, welcome back to DailyPokePacks. Today we have something a little bit different for y'all. I just want to shed some light on something I don't think many people are talking about right now. It's more of like a little tiny PSA for y'all. So I buy some cards off of eBay like most of y'all do. So I bought this card on eBay for around $30. I'll include a picture of the listing and everything, the pictures and whatnot. And you know, at first glance, everything looked normal. It looked fine. I mean, this was kind of weird, the packaging that it was shipped in. So we're gonna open this up. It was inside cardboard that was stapled closed. And let's pull it out. And here is the card. So, alright. Most people would say, oh yeah, that's just a Houndoom. You know, the Gold Houndoom from Battle Styles. It's a current card these days. But let's just take a closer look at it. And the second I pulled it out, I was like, alright, there's texture to this card. Alright, that's usually a sign that it's real. And then I kind of just felt it, like not really bent it or anything, just kind of felt the flexibility on the card. And this card feels different. It just feels off. It doesn't feel like the same card stock that normal cards are used, normal current cards. And then I started to, with these little things that are off here and there, I'm like, all right, I'm going to take a closer inspection. So as we start to look a little bit closer into this card, first off, the blue on the Houndoom is just much, much brighter than a normal card. So if y'all are looking right now, you might be like, oh, I don't see anything wrong with this card. And then we're going to take a normal card, a real legitimate copy of this card, all right? And so we're going to start comparing and contrasting a little bit. So in the top left corner, do you see the difference? If you don't, I'll give you a second. The Houndour in the top left corner, this is the normal one. And that is not the right Houndour. And then we're going to take a little closer look at the bottom corner. And this is, I believe, 179 out of 163. And we're going to look over here. That is not. I believe it says 86 out of 163. Yeah, that is incorrect. But yeah, and then we'll look a little bit closer. If you can read the writing and the text down here, in person it is incredibly hard to read. But on this card, it's very, very clear. There's you could just look at the border. The border is very, unlike a legitimate card, it's very gritty and different, and you can kind of see it right there. It's very, very gritty and shiny. But the fake card, there's no grittiness. You could just see the texture on the card, which is one of the dangerous things. Which I thought I could spot fake cards. I thought I could spot fake cards pretty well, and I was fooled by this card right here. This card threw me for a loop, mainly because it, at first appearance, when you see a listing and it just shows this picture and it just shows the back, I was thinking, okay, it's a little bit brighter than normal, but hey, that could be someone's camera that they're using to take the picture, and that's just why it looks a little different. I should have, but I didn't. I should have looked at the number at the bottom, but that's not something I was expecting to do or expecting to have to do. But yeah, this is just like a PSA announcement, you know, saying watch out, be careful. Fake cards used to be very, very bad in the past, where you could see it a mile away. Now they're getting much more tougher and hard to detect, it's a problem for buyers out there. So be aware, be careful. If you look at a card and you're unsure, go on TCG Player or something and see what references they have as far as legitimate cards go. And then boom, you'd be able to spot something like that right there. And another thing I started to notice, which you can't tell from pictures, you can only really tell from moving the card around. So in a video, we're gonna start with a legitimate card. We're gonna look around at these little shiny crosses. Every angle I turn, it is still white. And this goes same for the Japanese version. We're gonna just flip them around. It's still white. At no point does it change color. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna take this fake card, and we're just gonna. You can see whenever a shadow crosses over it, it is no longer white. It turns black. Side by side. Yeah. So it was difficult to tell that this was a fake card until I compared it to a legitimate card. Be careful out there, guys. It's getting tough. And the harder, more difficult thing is, because I purchased this card on eBay, I went to go and file for a return, even though their eBay says they don't do returns. I went through eBay saying, hey, this is an illegitimate product. This is a fake. This in nowhere in the listing did it say that this was a fake or illegitimate card. Everything in their listing said it was a legitimate card, and without having a legitimate card to check it with, it's hard and difficult to tell. So once I got it in person, it's kind of, for most people, it's too late at that point. But I have filed for a refund and a return and everything. But the person is fighting me on the other side, saying, oh, I'm not the person that actually sold it. My son sold it, and he bought it from a card shop, and he pulled it from a pack, and it's legitimate. It's real. It looks like every other Houndoom card out there. And it's concerning when people say stuff like that. As far as a seller goes, you should know what you're selling. If she indeed didn't know that this is a fake, you need to educate yourself before you go to sell said items on the internet. You should know what you're selling, and you should know what fakes look like. And then if someone calls you out on it, you should do your due diligence and look up what actual fakes look like. Or, I mean, I submitted a picture when I did the return of the fake that they had versus a real one. And I told the person, hey, look at the differences, and they still are fighting me against it, saying it's the same. It is the same. So, yeah. I hope you all stay safe out there. Don't fall victim to what I ended up foolishly doing on eBay and buying this. Yeah. But as always, have a good one, and I will catch y'all later.